So Europe is going to have a major impact on the rest of the world coming up within maybe this video or the next. Now we must keep in mind that Poland did form their own faction, which is huge because that means that Germany will be able to go to war with Poland without also going to war with the Allies. Keep also in mind that Germany is at war with the Soviet Union, and just a little reminder, so is the Japanese, since the Japanese joined the Axis really early on, and that's definitely partly due to what's going on in North America because so many states joined the Axis. Finally, we need to look into what Hitler's going after. He's going after Austria, it looks like. That is typically the, yes, yeah, get events, German press for, I'm not going to try to pronounce that one, that's for sure. But, okay, cool. So we'll see how that goes for Germany. Obviously, Germany has some really amazing friends. I don't think anyone's joined the Axis just yet in Europe. Yeah, no. No Italy, and no nationalist Spain. That's kind of surprising. So there's their national focus. Let's go ahead and check back in on what's happening in North America. What's going on here? The Axis are obviously not doing too well, although I know that Germany's kind of helping out. We don't know how much. I mean, my assumption was that they kind of stopped helping out because they're kind of more worried about the Soviet Union. There's definitely a lot of glitches here. We've talked about that. Some of the flags are not necessarily all perfectly correct. Like we see nationalist Spain here helping out the Comintern, which is definitely not something that's happening. Or I guess I should, nationalist Spain's helping out. Mexico is a better way to put it, I think. Also, that isn't a, you know what, that's it. It's not a glitch, it's that some of the flags are very similar to current, like, world flags. That is it. Okay, just wanted to check on that. Another thing I noticed over the break, which is kind of interesting, Manitoba, very communist right now, 38%. The last remaining states or provinces that haven't joined a faction just yet are all in Canada, Yukon, Northwestern Territories, British Columbia, and Manitoba. Everyone else has stayed with their, kind of default democratic and fascist focus, which is kind of interesting that Manitoba went so heavily communist. Not sure if the popularity is rising. Maybe somebody sent some, I don't know. They, oh, it looks like it's, I don't think it's moving. Okay, well, we'll check back in. Oh, it is moving, yes. So it is rising slowly. Hey! Well, there seems to be a lot of changes happening here. There's a connection now between Texas and I believe this is Wisconsin Empire. How is that happening? What is going on? Are the Axis doing better? Are they getting support? I know that for sure probably Texas had some support. I mean, you know, Mexico is partly helping the Axis almost because Mexico isn't pressing very far into the Lone Star Empire. If he were, this would be a pretty big deal. We need to view as frickin' Germany because, like, he just sees everything. Hitler sees everything. Obviously because he's part of the Axis. I don't know if I mentioned this, but yeah, South Carolina joined the Axis. I actually don't even remember that for myself. So there you go. South Carolina's a part of the Axis. They are kind of screwed. Actually, they're okay as long as this syndicate, as long as this communist faction doesn't join in. If the Deep South joins in, it's over. It's over. But I feel like they might get distracted by Tennessee. Tennessee, who's democratic. Why not eat up a little bit of land? Oh, that's why, right, because you're at war with the other Socialist Party. I see. So you're not really going to be... You don't want to go to war with the Axis then. Probably not. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if South Carolina is going to be able to do much. I mean, I guess they could be like small distractions or something. And I don't know if you can hear my dog talking, but that's something that's happening right now. So if we look at just the current wars in general, there's still several of them. And actually, you know what? We can go to speed 5 and just to see what happens. Hey, the Panamanian War is about to end. That's kind of cool. New Hampshire versus New York, Mexico versus Arizona, Minnesota, Missouri, British Columbia, and Montana. I don't know why I switch stuff like that. I don't know why I skip over and then go back. It's very weird. Virginia versus West Virginia, Pennsylvania versus Ohio, and Texas versus Arizona war. This is the war that I thought would be ending soon. But it's definitely not, because Arizona's still going strong. And they really need it. Whoa, this is... What's happening here? So, we've got the Social Republic of Kentucky doing well. Part of the reason is that, yeah, so the Northeastern Syndicate Socialist Party is helping out quite a bit. Patriotic Communal Panama. That is very interesting, that they've become a puppet. So we have a united Panama, it looks like. Hey, when did you join the Axis? Did you just join the... Yeah, you just joined the Axis. Wow. Okay, so this is spreading fast. We're going to see a stronger Axis than we've ever seen before. Dominican Republic and Panama. And, of course, Venezuela. And if some of these communist factions continue to help out, I mean, it looks like the Lone Star State's pushing more forward. I don't know what's going on with Mexico. Let's view as Mexico for a second here. What's going on, man? Dude, what's going on, man? You're not even really pressing forward. You're losing ground here. They're pushing off of southern Texas. I mean, you've got the manpower. You don't have very many factories, which could be one of the, several contributing factories. Whoa. All right, yeah, so if you look at just their divisions as a whole, they really don't have many. There must be a value that I'm missing here. Maybe you guys can let me know that, but Mexico's not doing well at all. Interesting. Mexico's pretty much just trying to hold their line. Remember, they're at war with Arizona too. But Texas is pushing forward. If the Lone Star State can capitulate Mexico, that would be freaking huge. Because then the world's over. Like, everyone's dead at that point. Because you won't have a Texas that is fighting. They're pretty much fighting the North, the South, the East, and the West. I mean, they're fighting everybody. Okay, not so much the East anymore. I take that back. But they're fighting, like, everybody here. Although, I mean, Oregon, Nevada, Utah, they might not necessarily be going straight for Texas. They could be going more for Ontario. I mean, I feel like, yeah, it does seem like there's a slightly stronger force, not even slightly, a much stronger force here. Uh-oh. Italy joined the Axis, so they'll be combined into all of these wars. Is Germany... Okay, yeah, so Germany took over Austria. They're also friendly with Hungary. Man, oh man. Yeah, so Hungary will join the Axis soon enough. Czechoslovakia is probably dead. They'll probably be dead soon enough too. I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but man, this is looking like the strongest Germany we've ever seen. The thing is, Japan has got to stay alive. And I don't know how long Japan can stay alive for, fighting everybody. Now, I said this a few videos ago, but keep in mind, the Soviets declared this war very early. So the Soviet Union is not the strongest thing. It's not the strongest kid on the block right now. You got to give them maybe 2 or 3 more years before they can get really powerful, but they're dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Yeah, NK, what is this going to do? Divisions on its own to act as internal troops, protecting row. Okay, yeah, so I mean, they're still going through some basic national focus trees. So it's gonna take them some time. Nationalist Spain, Hungary. Who else is leaning fascist? Romania. Oh well, Romania at the moment really doesn't like Germany, although they've got 16% fascist support, 18 communist, so they might. Yeah, I mean they might lean for more of a Comintern agreement. Bulgaria, Greece, very fascist. That's interesting. Turkey just kind of democratic at the moment, but obviously Eastern Europe's going to play a bigger and bigger role. Man, how is this going? Comintern dangerously close to cutting off the Axis, which would be kind of a big deal if they could. If they can somehow cut off Ontario from the Wisconsin Empire, that'd be a big deal. Yep, and Kentucky's been capitulated, or they haven't been. They're just dead, pretty much. which means that if this is North Carolina, you're dead too. Yeah, socialist state, North Carolina. Okay, so we've got North Carolina, the end of North Carolina, that's for sure. Not sure if they can do any peace deals. Well, you guys were only at war. Ooh, I don't know about these. That could have been a separate war. I mean, I don't even know. But they're gonna cut through, and if this is the end, where did you guys come from? Maybe you just didn't take them out yet. So, a communist faction really saving the Axis's butt here. Saving that booty. So, they need to definitely send over a nice thank you card. Another Axis faction has joined El Salvador. Now, that's not the biggest of deals, but there is an uprising certainly happening inside of Central America. Like, it's crazy. Okay, well, these are all democratic, and they'll stay democratic. What about Colombia? No, I'm sorry. I knew that. Colombia is super... Peru, almost on the fence. Brazil, very neutral. I mean, that's kind of the... That's the pie in the sky. That doesn't even work right there. That metaphor does not work at all. True. But Brazil, obviously being, I think, Brazil and Argentina among the most powerful in Latin America. And Lone Star State. Lone Star Date. I want to go on that date. Looking strong. They're giving, keep in mind, they're giving the German Reich some of this stuff here in Colorado. Yep. And, oh, okay, so North Carolina is done. Which means now you just have to take out this area here, which is... what is this even called? What is that? Something district. Oh, capital district. Oh, okay. That's D.C. I didn't even realize D.C. was a part of this. Are they? Or is that... That's technically CD, Drew. But I'm just saying, Hungary's joined the Axis. Okay, that's not a super big surprise there. That's not a humongous surprise at all. The German Reich declared war in Romania. So that means Romania is probably going to join the Comintern, which doesn't make that much of a difference. Oh, boom. Yeah, you locked down Hungary, which was really smart, and now you're going to go after Romania. Volunteer forces fighting in Italy has returned home in northern Hungary. Okay. Oh, because Hungary was supporting people. Okay, so Hungary's coming back. Yeah, Romania did join. Oh, wait, no, not yet. They might. Japan has joined the German war for Romania. And also notice that the Baltic states have all joined the which is common. Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia joining this Polish front. As long as Hitler's not dumb and doesn't declare a second frontal war, which I do realize what I'm saying there. I do realize exactly what I'm saying. I'm asking Hitler to not declare a second war, which would be a very dumb move and very kind of his downfall. But, you know, we'll see. It's a game. It's a game. So, you know, maybe he won't. Yeah, Hungary's having some pretty huge advantages here. That's only a matter of time. Okay, People's Republic of New York took 4 states, and then they puppeted New Hampshire. Were those separate wars? No, New York took all of North Carolina and Virginia. Holy crap, look at these borders. Well, there's still at war with, yeah, there's still at war. Who is this now? I'm not entirely sure. Connecticut. Okay, so they're at war with Connecticut, and they're also still at war with all of these, all of this part of the syndicate, which British Columbia isn't even communist. They just joined the syndicate, which is kind of funny. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize. Look at Mexico. Mexico with a comeback. Oh, whoa, what is happening? I missed a whole bunch. So, apparently, the Germans are here. The Germans are definitely here. And they used Romania to join the Allied supporters of... So, Romania decided to join some small democratic faction from North America. That was a very bad move. Yeah, Arizona. You decided to join Arizona's faction. I'm just going to call this the Four Corner faction. That's what we'll call this. State of Utah is called Romania's. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Government ideas, neutral foreign policy has been removed because it's prerequisite. Okay, well, prerequisite's been whatever. Interesting move here, having this Axis uprising in Latin America, and now the Germans are using it to the best of their ability. They've got to stop Mexico from taking over Texas, though. I don't know what would happen if Dallas falls. Well, it should be fine. It should be fine because you still have all these Axis powers here. How is Mexico still alive? That's what I actually want to know. Well, you know what? Because it's a single war, right? It is a singular war. I think so. They're gonna have to eliminate Mexico entirely because it isn't a separate war. Wow, this has been a very, very different campaign. Okay, Arizona's starting to push back the northwestern front of Mexico. We've got Germans here, it looks like, trying to hold Texas together. Just barely. They're also fighting Colorado, though, so it's kind of tough. Yep, and the German Reich just coming straight up. There's no front here. You can literally just go straight forward, and you'd be fine. Hold on, I got a view as Germany here. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, so also Hungary. I should slow this down. I'm going to slow this down. Hungary took over all of Romania. That wasn't even a question. Now, there is a major front between the Hungarians, pretty much the Axis, and the Comintern, the Soviets. So they will be able to push forward without even taking Polish territory, which is kind of surprising. Now, Poland could, kind of be angry. Poland can technically do whatever they want. They're neutral. They could declare their own offensive war while Germany pushes through Hungarian territory to go after the Soviets, and that would be crazy. That would be very crazy. Yep, Mexico is getting smashed right now. I was not expecting that. I was totally not expecting that. It's only 1939, which means the chaos is not over. Oh, you guys, that's right. I completely forgot about that. So this is just one huge communist party. The Syndicate of the Deep South and the communists of the Northeast pretty much just formed one party, one faction. Now the Axis better hope. Well, I guess they're on somewhat of good terms with each other. The Axis here in the Midwest. I mean, they're not gonna. I guess they could technically send support to the Axis. I don't know if they would do something like that. That would be kind of crazy if they were. So it's 83% world tension. Things are getting pretty chaotic. Lots of weird things are happening. How's Japan doing? Japan's holding up. Japan's doing really well. Very strong Axis. I don't know what this is gonna be. It's gonna be a crazy world. I really don't want to say anything because I'm afraid of jinxing it, but I think we might have one of the strangest endgame border maps I've ever seen in Hearts of Iron, because it's getting to a point where I'm just like, I don't know what's going to happen in this game, but hopefully it continues to play out that way. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.